Good evening, everybody. I am not the guy that usually does this because he's taking a little vacation. But I am Bad Bubba Brewer, part of the triple Bs of Unscripted. We do a lot of shows, and yes, this is unscripted because many times I talk about different shows because sometimes I have no clue what I'm talking about. But I want to introduce the second tripod of the three tripods. There's only two of us tonight, but I'm so big I equal out three people in the tripods. So here's my tag team partner for this evening. 2 out of the 3, Mr. Cable. Cable, how you doing this evening?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, how you doing? You like that introduction?
I
Not
did
as
like
good as
that.
Mav. Yeah.
No, I mean nobody ever will be, but
No.
that was valiant. I like that we're able to stand as a tripod though, even with just the two of us per
Well,
your description.
yeah, well, I'm heavy, so it equals out. On the one leg is bigger, so that one leg could be in the back,
There you
and it
go.
would hold the tripod.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah. So how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Tired. It's been a long week. I'm ready for the weekend.
Oh, you're so lucky. Hey, Shane,
Yeah.
thanks for popping in. I'm going to be working, but that's the way it goes in life,
Mm-hmm.
So it happens. But nothing else new and exciting besides watching TV like I'm doing.
Oh, trying to keep up with everything. It's a chore, especially
It's a
after the week
job.
I've had. Yeah, it
Yeah,
really is.
it is a job, and we'll get into it here in a little bit. But it is like, there's too much. There's too much.
Yeah, and then
I'm
I
overwhelmed.
think like I've been talking about for I don't know, half a year now or so, might be moving some point eventually, but
Yeah, you discussed that. Yeah.
We're in such a state of limbo. I don't know. I might end up putting up the pool this weekend.
Oh, you better before it gets to be 90 degrees because it's gonna be hot as hell. Hey,
well,
Jess Lou, what's up? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, everybody. We got that week a couple weeks ago where it was in the 90s, like half the week, and I was regretting not having the pool up. And I'm thinking the fourth year, I might actually get it right this year, but I don't have high hopes.
Do you mess it up every year?
Oh yeah. I never get the ground level enough, so it's you got you got the fill line, and it's like 1 inch under it on one side and like 3 inches on the other. And it's not terrible, but then after it gets hot and water starts evaporating, then you got like a 5-inch gap on this side and a 2-inch gap here, and it just looks shitty, and it kills me. But that's
you got like little flotation devices if you have like little drinks. If you
say
you drink tea. Okay,
yeah, I got those. I got one that has a Bluetooth waterproof speaker in it that floats around in the pool.
Oh, nice!
I got dude. I burn the shit out of myself the first time I'm in the pool on a hot day because I'll fall asleep and I'll be out there for hours just sleeping, burning in the sun.
So you like aqua? You like to be in the water and stuff?
I like to float on the water.
You can float because even though I'm a big dude, I cannot float, and I'm here to tell you, Cable, I am like one of the only guys in Marion Center school history to flunk swimming. I can't swim, and I also said if God wanted me to swim, He would have gave me gills. But I remember a couple years ago swimming in my buddy Jeff Booth's pool, just tiptoeing, and I tipped into the deep end, and I got submerged, and I thought I was going to die. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die. And the kids were like, "Oh!" And there's Bubba like floating on the deep end, and I don't know. I think Booth saved me. I can't remember. It traumatized me so bad. I jumped out of the pool, and I ain't been in a pool since. So yeah, I have no desire. I mean, I'll go to a hot tub, but
yeah. I mostly like it for on a hot day after work, just to jump in and cool down immediately.
Or
I like to do some night swimming or whatever, but mostly I just float around on a
I
raft.
Can't float. I can't swim. I can't do shit. Even and I'm telling you, like when we had class like in school, like they put the flotation, the life preserver on me, and I had to tiptoe to the end of the and I can feel why kids nowadays have anxiety because I was fucking shitting bricks on the top of that. I was scared shitless, and I'm on top, and then Miss Stewart had she was a swimming thing, had a hook or something, a steel hook, in case I drowned. Like, who the hell wants to drown at school?
Yeah.
But I can't swim. And then they try to throw me, my buddies try to throw me off a Tulik. Remember Tulik back in the day? Now I know you're, I'm 27 years old, and I know in your time, but the Tulick Dam, people used to jump off the dam, Tulick Dam.
I know of it. I've never done it. Probably because of my old age. I can't keep up with you youngsters and everything.
Oh, yeah. I did it twice, and I tell you what, they were going to throw me in one time, and I was wrapped around the bridge screaming, and they were pounding on me to get me, and I wasn't going. But I did. I was like, okay, guys, leave me the fuck alone. I will. Yes, Shane, it is a scary jump. And I am not making shit up, Booth. See what I get? And they were going to toss me in, and I went in. I did it twice. That's, well, on 2 fingers, it's 4. Twice. And I'm not making shit up, Booth. Like those guys jumped in. They jumped off vans and shit, and I mean, we had like a couple cocktails, but I did it twice, and it was scary as shit. So I can't. I'm not into water sports.
I wish this topic would have come up when Mav was here. We went to Sandcastle one time, and I mean, we went a couple times, but the last time I was there, it was me, Gary,
they threw me out. Back in the day when I was single, I'd have got tossed.
No, we didn't. We got yelled at for getting too close to the fans on the wave pool.
Oh, I'd have been.
You can't. Yeah,
you can't boogie board, but
they have. I don't know if they're still there or not, but they had 3 water slides that were. Where's my hand at? All right.
It's over here.
Just just like a playground slide. Like not the crazy twist.
Okay.
Just, you went straight down.
Okay.
And at that time, I remember they were some of the tallest slides in the country at that time for that type of slide.
Okay.
And I don't know what got into me and Gary, but we decided we were going to go down these. And I mean, it took probably an hour to get up to the slide because of how tall it was.
Sucks.
And the line and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I go first, and they tell you cross your arms and your legs, and keep them crossed.
Screw that.
So the way it comes out, and then it drops. So I sit down, and they give me a little push, and I mean, it feels like I could see the whole world. Like I could see all of Pittsburgh. Like I immediately regretted it. I was like, I fucked up. This is bad. And because it wasn't deep either. It was just like a normal slide.
Right.
Like, I'm going down it, and you're supposed to keep your arms and your legs crossed, and it keeps like forcing my legs apart. That's how
I
fast
ain't doing that. Fuck that.
And I'm skipping down it like a rock across a pond. And then at one point, like my foot goes over the edge. Like there were just a little bit of a curve of a wall, and I can't believe I did it. And I did it once, and that was enough for a lifetime. And then Gary came down after me, and I would imagine he feels the same way. My swimming trunks were on the inside. I was turned inside out. It was that was a whole ordeal.
So you can cross that off the bucket list, I guess. Yeah. Hey, Boothy, Dan, thanks for tuning in. Yes, Booth, I'm not making shit up. It's true. I keep telling you, it's true. But you want to hear something funny? Now, this is funny because Booth jumped on here, and Booth is a contractor. He owns his own company. Now get this.
You got your closet fixed.
No, I didn't fix my closet. No. I was doing shit, and I was online, and I was getting some estimates for a roof because eventually I need to get a roof. Well, we need to get a roof here at the house. Because wear and tear and stuff like that. Yeah. So I get on the phone or the internet, and I do these American Roofing Company or American Assured Company. So I make an interview. I'm looking for some estimates because I know a lot of people are busy. And in Booth, he's listening. I know he's working his ass off doing stuff because I see his stuff on Facebook, and he's busy as hell. But anyway, I do it just to get some estimates to get the feel of how big my roof is because I don't know because it's a big roof. And just to get some estimates because you want more estimates, which I'm not, I wasn't having them work on it, but I was just wanting and curious on an estimate. Okay. Right. So this guy came to the house, he was giving his spiel. Tammy was like, get this dude out of here. Like, he's talking, he was from California. He had nothing against, he didn't feel the part of a salesman. You know what I mean? So anyway, he went out and measured the whole house and blah, 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 blah. And then he was giving us a spiel. And he was like, yeah, a 97-year-old lady. We just sold a roof to a 97-year-old lady, which I don't understand why anybody would sell a roof to it. Well, they're trying to make money, of course. But a 97-year-old lady, like, where's her family at saying, hey, look, stop. So he goes and gives me the spiel with the video and like, oh, blah, 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 steel roof, shingles, blah, you can get this, you can eat off it with a spoon and all this bullshit. Well, anyway, he goes outside and he comes back in and Tammy's like, this guy, Tammy, calm down. I go, I know, we're just going to get an estimate and we'll send him on his way. Well, he goes, first thing he did when he sat at my kitchen table, he's like, please do not punch me. That's what he said. God is my witness.
He must know you.
He doesn't.
He watched the mega cast.
No, I don't try to punch anybody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But
your closet.
Yeah, my closet is feeling the effects. But he goes, the estimate, because I talked to my boss, and the estimate is, get this, people, get this. This, excuse my French.
Can I take a guess?
This well, you already know. But this,
yeah.
Well, yeah, this motherfucker gave me an estimate for my roof, a steel roof, mind you, with gutters and fascia. You know what I mean? The whole works.
Mm-hmm.
$84,000. Let me repeat this. $84,000. He got his shit and got out of my house quicker than you could say hello. I shook his hand. I laughed at him. Cable. I did. I laughed at him. I go, are you fucking kidding me? I go, you can get your shit and you can get the fuck out because $84,000 I was paying off my house. Unreal.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's
I know.
House.
And I know. And I know roofing and stuff costs money, and I do with the economy, the materials and stuff. I understand that. But how could you go and tell somebody $84,000? So then the next day they called me. They gave a follow-up call. Well, how was it for a shored roofing or whatever? I think it was a shored roofing. I said,
bullshit.
I go, are you fucking kidding me? How are you guys in business for $84,000? Your salesman told me. And I said, the first thing he told me when he told me that is don't smack him. I said, I should have slammed him through my kitchen table. And I go, what kind of crappy? See, Donnie? Hey, Donnie Fulmer, how you doing? Yes, they are a few of those craziness. Yeah, that's what I mean, Booth. Holy ball. $84,000. You and Gifford could do 5 roofs a year at 80 and golf. And you guys don't even golf. You guys could do 5 steel roofs or shingles, 5 roofs a year, and you guys would be sitting pretty. You'd be going down to Rio, smoking a cigar, and not doing nothing. And Gifford would be eating fucking tortillas and drinking sarsaparillas. Maybe 8 roofs a year with 84,000. So that was my holy F moment of the week.
You probably felt the way I did when I opened that hospital bill last week for $5 million.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
$5,187,000.
How do they? we're not. This ain't a political podcast, but god damn, what do they do? So hospitals are unruly and cheap ass. Not cheap ass, but cheap ass.
Expensive ass.
Well, Booth, guarantee we do that roof under 10. I know.
Oh,
but if you did,
boy.
But I tell you what, Boothie, if you did some steel roofs for 84,000, you'd have a fucking Jaguar in your driveway.
Well, I have an epiphany. Here we go. Let's do a Triple B Unscripted where it's just you bidding a bunch of contractors live on
bringing them to my house.
Yeah.
Well, I told him.
I'll try to outbid each other.
Well, I told him, I go, hey, lady, I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. I said, I got a podcast and I'm going to get on there and rip that fucking, I'm going to rip this. She's like, you know what? Thank you very much. You have a great day. She left. I'm venomous on the phone, man, when it's stupid shit like that.
Oh, and I heard your conversation with Taiwan when you thought your bank got broken into.
Yeah. Well, they outsourcing good jobs. You know what I mean? I can't understand them and make fun of my English talk. I'm so sorry, my Pittsburghese. But hey, it is what it is.
Hear your talk, and that's why so many jobs are over there.
Maybe they're like, oh, okay, big guy.
Get us the funny tripod guy.
Yeah, get us a thick tripod guy. Yeah. Okay, enough.
That was some good banter.
Yeah, that was.
Good.
That was our week. Besides, doing stuff like that, but also me and you went to, and we never did this before. We went to 3 RiversCon, and we interviewed John, the promoter, on the show, and he was really gracious, and he gave us media passes, and I think we felt like we were important that day.
Yeah, it was a new feeling to me, but I enjoyed it.
Come on, you're important.
I don't think so, but that's for another time and place. But I was important on Sunday.
Yes, you were. Yeah, we got press passes, guys, and your son went with us, and it was it was fun. It was something. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I've been to a few of them before, but I've never been to 3 RiversCon. It was I felt a little overwhelmed due to the fact of the books.
There were so many long boxes just everywhere.
Yeah, I could have dove right in. Now I know you guys, if you'd understand my culture is comics and stuff. I understand, and we do a lot of pulp culture on this show, on the Unscripted, and we talk a lot of stuff. But they had plenty of long boxes. I never been able to touch books that actually, guys, the one Moon Knight first appearance, $5,500. I got to touch it. Like, you never get to touch those high price stuff, but you did at this show.
Well, I think if you start contracting and building roofs, you could have probably swung that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start my own construction. I can't.
One roof will get you a comic book.
but the whole roof could get you a business for $84,000.
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful.
Yeah, that was my first con. I'd never been to any.
Never?
And no, yeah. And I didn't know what to expect because I know David L. Lawrence Convention Center is pretty big. And, John pumped it up in the interview and everything.
Yes, he did.
And the hallway when you first walk in was cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to look at, but then when you walk into the actual room it was in and you see just how many tables and stands and people and items,
man.
it was great to walk into. And
it's like a stripper. Like, going to see the strippers to me now is going to a comic book con and looking at comic books. Like, it's terrible, but that's my mentality anymore. Like, when I was in my 20s, I'd go see strippers. Now in my late 20s, I'm going to comic book conventions.
Yeah. It was like, I never do window shopping. I never go out shopping. Right. I collect all these action figures. I buy them offline. I don't go out and look for figures because I'm just precise about it. I got my list in my notepad app. I got my Excel spreadsheet like a maniac. I already have what I want to order in the watch list on eBay, but there's something about going in there, and because there was a lot of action figure tables and stuff too.
Yes, there was.
Not as many as comics, obviously, but that's
not as many as Steel City Con had a lot more action figures, but
we'll talk about that. But it was definitely a comic fans convention. But there was a lot of tables with a lot of different action figures, and it was cool to actually go through, like when I was younger and going to the toy store and everything, and actually getting to physically go through them and stuff. Because part of the reason I don't buy action figures out in the wild, as they say, is it's hard to find them. Like, you go to Walmart and the selection's terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't even bother anymore. But it was nice to be able to just sort through them and find another setup and what's behind this one and go through the pile. And they weren't badly priced for the most part.
Okay. Well, you would know because you were telling me, hey, Bob, look, you can get it for this price.
I thought I got you a deal, and then I'm glad I looked because I would have felt not shitty because you get it for the same price online, right. But I kind of pressured you into buying it that day. I wouldn't have felt great about, so I'm glad I looked that up. But it really wasn't bad. Some of the stuff, like they had a lot of Thor, Love and Thunder figures, and they were a little bit above market value or
Right.
RS. I can't even think of what it's called now, but what they asked RS. What is that?
The
RS.
RSVP price or something.
No, that's what I
No.
almost said too.
Yeah, well, I did say it.
MSRP.
Yeah.
MSRP. There we go. But not huge, not way over it, because their action figures are going up everywhere anyway. So
Everything's going up, and comic books are just the same. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and you got a couple of the figures just on the facts that you didn't think that they would be out in Walmart because people grab them quickly, right?
Yeah, and we're a month away. Yesterday, we're a month away from Thor: Love and Thunder in theaters, and I'm going to do the unboxing of the whole wave the weekend we go see it.
But they should be out right now, though. They should be out in stores right now. But I think where we're at in lovely Indiana County, it's a bad area. We're in a bad area for collectors.
Yeah, especially just your chain stores or whatever you want to call them, like Walmart and stuff.
So someone opened up a good collectible store in Indiana. They might be able to make a half decent price. They might be able to make a living.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how much of a demand there is in an area like this, and that'd be something you just have to find out. Especially because GameStop is pretty good with theirs. They have a good selection, and I don't think the comic shop has a ton, or they don't have a ton of the ones I collect.
They don't have a lot of. They have the Marvel Select figures.
Yes. Yeah.
But they don't have, like, even the comic book store that I go to in Indiana, the game, whatever. They don't have a lot of books for me. Like, they get my subscription, but they only have so much, and they don't have a lot of recent and present day books in Indiana. But that's what we got. That's the only thing I got. Now, if I want something, they could ship it in, but it's not like if you can get it off. Because sometimes for me, it's all about the artwork. Sometimes, when we went to that Night Wolf stand. And we stopped because there was some artists there, and I seen him before.
That was a very cool story we have to tell there here in a minute.
Yeah, and just artwork to me, it's the cover I want to see, so that's why I stopped there first off. But also too, that's why I'll buy stuff off the racks.
Yeah, yep. That's why whenever we have somebody that we interview somebody that's like an avid comic fan or somebody in the industry, I always like to ask if they have, a cover that sticks out to them from their childhood or whatever point in their life, because I have that, and that's because the artwork is what does it for me. I've grown to appreciate the stories and everything, and I like the lore of all the characters and stuff, but the artwork is what grabs me initially.
Right. Yeah, that's what always gets me going. And I wish I could actually, because I draw, but I have to look at something to draw, and that's why I am mesmerized by individuals who actually can just sit there and draw. And a lot of the artists were just sitting there drawing stuff as we walked by.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
there were a few big artists there.
There were some big artists there. And I told you the story when we went to meet Ron Frenz, and I told him about guys. Ron Frenz is a big, huge Marvel artist. He drew the black version of Spider-Man in issue 252. He did the Incredible
the original, the debut during the Secret Wars run.
Yes, he did.
The first ever appearance of the black suit Spider-Man. He did that.
And I was telling Cable about the story when I was younger, and I looked it up on the picture on my wall. It's September 1991. Hey, Sean, thanks for tuning in. 1991. I don't think I didn't know. I thought it was younger than that. And then he was funny. He goes, "I can't believe that you were ever small being young." And that was good. But
that was good.
I told him, I said, "Look, I have a picture of the Hulk smacking Thor in my studio that I had for so many years." And he had these books. Where am I at here? Right here. And there's his autograph I got. Even though this character is since passed. Yes, that's correct. I got an autograph book.
Form.
Yep, I got an autograph book of him, and he was so nice. And me being a politician, we're gonna get in contact with him, and hopefully, pray to God we can, get him on the show, and that will be another comic book artist that we had on the show, because we're doing different stuff, because we're doing stuff that we love. And it's kind of, I never thought in the wildest dreams that I could, I have to pinch myself sometimes when we do this. But then also we went to another booth, and we're going to get to this. We went to this one because of the artwork. And I'm not in, he goes, are you into supernatural? I'm not into supernatural stuff. Now you might be, because you're a little more into horror stuff than I am.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I liked the artwork, and I bought the issue 1 and 2 of this comic called Nightwolf. See where, now this is the rendition of the old Future Past X-Men. And I just like this cover. This is the most expensive book I bought that day, actually. Because it was 15.
Yeah, that's a really cool cover.
Yeah,
that's a smart idea.
Yeah,
really
it was
like
great.
that.
And that's the number 1. And we talked to the writer, Robert Multali. I could be mispronouncing his name, but he's from where was he from? Cable.
Wasn't Altoona. It was
up by Grove City or something like that. Like pretty close to us though.
Well, shit, we're gonna have to interview him and find out.
Yeah, I mean,
can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah.
I think it was either Sharpsburg or up by Supernatural's pretty rad, my guy. Okay, that was from Sean. Yeah, I mean, I haven't read it yet because I've been so busy and I want to read it, but I put it in plastic. But then it's a 4-part series, and he said he's got some more coming out. And then he wrote me a nice email, and I told him that we were going to get him on the show and interview him too. And we're going to do it when Mav gets back so we can plan accordingly, because we like it when it's the tripod,
Yeah. And it's a really cool story. It's self-published. He'd been working on it since he was in high school. I think he said when he was 17.
Could be Slippery Rock.
And he had a plot outlined and stuff. And then he said, now or never. And he finally started publishing and everything. But he's local, and the comic book is local. It takes place in Western Pennsylvania.
Sharpsburg. Sean said he wants to say Sharpsburg, PA. So that does sound familiar.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the comic book takes place in Western Pennsylvania. So that's right down our alley. We got to get him on. We got to talk to him. That's really cool.
I like the artwork.
And yeah, that's what I was going to finish with there. The artwork is beautiful. They had a hardcover collected edition that was really cool that had scratch marks through the cover, and you could see the page underneath. And I wanted to circle back and probably get the soft cover trade back collection, and I just forgot all about it.
Well, I got his email and stuff, and I have to get because I looked them up in my comic book catalog, and I put the 2 of them in, so it's a 4-part. So I got to get 3 and 4.
And they popped up in it. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they popped up. Yeah. Because I don't do a lot of independent stuff, and I do like to do local, local comic book stuff anyway. I like to. There's whatever I can do, and it's also good to get them on the show, and the more we expand our horizons, the better off we are. But I had a good time down at RiversCon, and I will go again.
Too. Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, it was my first con. It's nice to be in an environment like that where everybody's just being completely themselves. Yeah. Which I think most of us do at this point, especially, Bubba in your young age and me getting up there. But, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But some people aren't, and it's when you go out in public, you don't really know. People have shirts or whatever, but you don't always have people expressing themselves. But to be in an environment like that where it's all like-minded people, they're enjoying the same thing more or less, and people in costumes and just unabashedly being themselves. That was fun. I liked it.
Well, I think going to them I love going to them. I go to them all the time. Even though I like to party like rock star, I still have a nerdy side, which I full-heartedly embrace. Because the stuff I've loved since I was a kid, and I'm not quitting now. And a lot of those costumes were very, very good. Those cosplay guys put on a good thing. And then we got to sit in the captain's chair, and I thought I was heavy Jean-Luc Picard.
And I'm not much of a Star Trek fan, but you can't pass up the chance to sit in the captain's chair.
No, they were cool about it. And then
They were.
we didn't do this. We didn't do the lightsaber. We did talk to the guys.
And they were out of Greensburg too.
Oh,
The
okay.
Star Trek. It was on there on the control panel, the console.
Okay.
It was Greensburg, PA.
Yeah.
So.
See, there's a lot of people in close to the area that do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that was good. And then I got home. We ate at Primanti Brothers and blah 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 blah. But I got home.
Oh.
Yeah. That was good food, except for the side of coleslaw, which I'll never eat a side of coleslaw.
That was the weirdest coleslaw I've ever seen in my life.
Yep, I'll never do it again. Never.
It looked like
never.
shredded cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not a coleslaw connoisseur by any means. I don't like coleslaw, but starting off my career in
yes, you can, Donnie. You could, yes,
absolutely. Starting off my working career in the grand old company of Long John Silver's, I know what coleslaw looks like.
Yeah, but that's good coleslaw. That was not a side of Primanti Brothers coleslaw. That was not good.
It was weird.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good on a sandwich, but not good as a side. And I'll never do that again because it's been a long time since I ate at Primanti's.
Well, it was hard enough to get in the place.
Yeah, we had to go around, and it was like breadcrumbs and shit. But yeah, I mean, I got home, and then I'm going from one topic to the next because I'm train jumping. And I got ready for that lovely, lovely WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I didn't expect much.
I didn't either.
Due to the fact of this injury that Cody Rhodes suffered.
I thought it was a work.
Everybody thought it was a work.
And I got notifications about that on the drive back, and I was going to read it to you.
Uh-huh.
And I just didn't because I figured it was a work.
Yeah, I mean... it's just so hard. I mean, the matches. I mean, the first match was the 3-way, which that was very good match. That was
yes, it was.
Asuka was Asuka of old. It just it wasn't. It wasn't.
They had a good flow. You know, they were hitting their spots. The match had a good up and down to it and good
I've always
pacing
liked
and
Asuka.
everything.
I've always liked Asuka. Always. That is one of the Japanese stars that I've truly loved since she's got into the WWE.
Yeah, obviously she's great. Becky Lynch is great. Bianca Belair is an up-and-comer. She's good. I don't think she's to the point where she can carry a match with somebody that would be like more green than her.
Right.
But when you put her in the ring with a ring general or, two in that triple threat, great match. It was close to match of the night for me. I'll say that.
Yeah. It was, to me, like everything else except, the 6-man match. That was okay.
Yeah, it was solid.
It was, yeah. And really everything else was subpar. The Madcap Moss. I mean, he's an ex-NFL football player. He looks great. He looks great. Don't get me wrong. He looks like you could, women will love his abs and put, fry some eggs on it or something like that.
Yeah. And he lost the suspenders and he's not doing silly anymore. But,
I mean, he beat the shit out of Corbin. So what are they going to do? Revamp him now? And he had so much promise at one time when he was the lone wolf. And then I just think he just went into comedy and then they just.
He had a little rejuvenation for me when he was Sad Corbin. I really liked Sad Corbin when nothing was going right for him, and he had the ravioli stain on his shirt, and every week he's asking people for money and stuff. Right. I like that a lot, but that ran its course, like it all.
Yeah, I think he's probably he might be rehabbing. I don't know. He's probably hurt too, but he doesn't do anything. And then you know what? He's probably going to be a casualty of a loss, and then. Happy Corbin is dumb. Yeah, that's not a good character. I don't like that. I didn't like that. I thought he was good at NXT when he had the long hair and he looked menacing. But I mean, what do I know? But and then that the match where the 6-man match. Now, see, due to the fact in the main event, because that main event when he, and Cody came out. When Cody came out and I was like, holy, and you could just see his arm. Like I never had it was a torn tricep, correct? Or bicep. Okay. I never had that. I'm sure people have
Right.
injuries, powerlifting, and I seen bruises and I seen stuff. I've never,
Well,
I've
Triple
never
H had
experienced
that.
it.
Did you remember that
That
when
was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not to that. Cody's
No.
looked much worse.
And Cody is a lot younger, where Triple H probably,
Yeah.
did he do it in the match?
I think it happened right at the end of the match.
Yeah,
I
where
believe.
they said Cody Monday night, him and Seth fought, and then he was training and he did it because he's.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm shocked they let him go out in a way, but I'm sure he
You think they
convinced
tried to
them.
stop him, and he said, "Look, you can't. It's the main event. I'm going to do it no matter what."
Probably.
And sign a waiver.
He probably feels he still has something to prove coming back to WWE. He probably wants to be one of the top guys, and that's how you get to that position. Unfortunately, showing your intestinal fortitude like that. And
yes, it was.
Donnie. Like you said, it was the main event. It was the only Hell in a Cell match on the card, which I hate that. I wish they'd go back to 2 like they used to do. I wanted the 6-person tag match to be a Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how that would have worked out because, Liv Morgan is improving week by week. She is.
Yeah, but I don't know her in a Hell in a Cell.
Right. That would have became messy because everybody's active. It's not like the 6-person tag where they're tagging in and out and everything. So to keep that going, I have no doubts Rhea could have held up her end of it. She's phenomenal. She's basically a ring general at this point from everything I've seen. I've seen her carry matches. I've seen her carry lesser talents and things like that. She's just one of those that it clicked, right away. Even when she was in NXT, it didn't take her long to find her stride. But still, I just think that I wish there would have been another Hell in a Cell match.
Where does this go? Getting beat by a one-arm? Yeah, I don't know, Joe.
I thought the same thing. I was shocked he went over. I really was.
Too. I thought that Seth was going to finally, he wasn't going to go 3 straight. And
that's why I thought it was a work, was because they were already coming up for a reason to make them both look strong, so to speak. Like I thought, they would say Cody's arm is bothering him.
Hi Jess, hi Jody, thanks for tuning in.
Hey,
yeah,
everybody.
I just feel that he had to prove something. He did prove something. He proved something to me, but I liked Cody way before. So
I don't think he needed to, but I'm sure he felt he did, and he finally did the pedigree.
Yeah.
In WWE, so they've teased that enough times. But all the spots where they were working the arm in the chest, like that, like when Seth Rollins slapped him with the belt right across the arm. Oh man,
that was painful. That reminds me of old, like Dr. Death Steve Williams, the time that he had his eye cut open and he had 108 stitches and he fucking went in and wrestled. Like those injuries like that, and do it. Like me personally in my life, I got smacked around and did what I had to do, but nothing was torn off or nothing was like that. Yeah, I bled, I was busted open, and I still try to perform and you have to. And then when you go back and get an ice pack and, have a couple beers and do whatever. But yeah, to have that brutal injury, was just, you're right, Donnie. Doc was the man, and I remember that when I was a kid. He got inspirational, like 108, and just, having Cody do that has now a lot of people, have to live by what he just did too. In either company or any company, it doesn't really matter because he proved it he put on a great show in a Hell in a Cell with one arm.
And I'm sure it wasn't the match they wanted to have. They had to change a lot, but it was, all things considered, it was a great match.
And Seth did his part, like the great dance partner and the great person across the ring from Cody, and he did a phenomenal job too. So, I mean, that match was very good.
Wondering how much of them having this trilogy is a big part of it is just them enjoying working with each other so much.
That's the best thing they got right now. Other than that, I can't think. Maybe Roman. I can't think of a lot of WWE stuff that that soothes my palate. I mean, I really don't. So that's why
I
we
like
don't.
Judgment Day, but it doesn't have me tuning in every week or anything, you
No, I
know.
mean, I watch it, dude.
Especially after this week.
Well, I didn't watch it. I watched up to 10 o'clock, and then I saw the turn of Finn Balor. You know, they turned on, Edge.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that, but they had to make Edge face because Cody was out. He's out.
Yeah, and I like Finn as a heel.
I do too.
I hope we see the Demon. I'd like to see him come out in a suit, but with the Demon face paint at some point.
Oh, well, yeah. They have that. I don't know why they don't use it. They used to use it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
But I think the visual of them coming out for like a promo segment or whatever.
Right.
With the Demon face paint, but actually in a suit. I think that would be such a great visual. That would live in internet history.
It seems to me that all of a sudden they are pushing Riddle.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's good enough for me to carry the ball. That's just my opinion, Joe. I
think physically he's got it. I think his work is good. Well, his promos aren't bad, but I think he's very good in the ring. And obviously, he looks the part and everything. And, they're doing the whole stoner comedy gimmick with him.
Right. I heard that Edge didn't want to do. See, that could be. And maybe Donnie, his wife, wants to be involved too, because I know she's training. And maybe that'll be the feud with, Rhea and his wife eventually coming in.
That surprises me, because I would have thought Edge pitched this.
Yeah,
if I didn't know any better, I would have thought it was his idea.
Yeah, it was good. It was great.
Right, and up until this week, he was like teasing the fans and posting pictures of other WWE wrestlers as kind of teasing, should we bring them into Judgment Day and stuff. But that surprised me.
Yeah, that was the only thing that interested me Monday night was that turn. That was good. Like, I'm not really I watch the WWE pay-per-views to the fact that when we do this, we try to do it, but we don't talk a lot of pro wrestling on WWE stuff because it's not something that tricks my trigger sometimes.
And when you're watching the pay-per-view or premium live event, as they call them now, all of a sudden, you're more or less getting wrestling when you watch that, because that's the payoff to so many storylines, and that's what the whole show is predicated upon, is having these matches to blow off the storylines.
Right.
Whereas when you watch Raw, it's so much setup and promos and talking. And
like last night, I watched from WWE to last night's AEW. I watched more wrestling. More wrestling on AEW in 2 hours than 4 hours or 6 hours of NXT, and I didn't even get to watch the NXT, takeover. Like, they're not as
they're not must see like they used to be.
Yeah,
right.
Like they were big. Well, all the guys from Takeover on AEW now.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Kyle O'Reilly last night. I don't know if you've seen this.
No.
He wrestled Moxley. Whoever won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Kyle O'Reilly is a star.
Yeah.
I think he's a bigger star and he's a better worker than Adam Cole.
Yeah. I don't know if he's, I don't know his mic skills at all. And I don't know.
Yeah, he was okay, but
in-ring ability, he is so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, last night they had that big giant battle royal where they had the hearts and diamonds and stuff. And then the one person, Kyle O'Reilly won that to face Moxley in the main event. Now they had some nice stuff, but Andrade came back, and I thought Andrade, since he got married to Charlotte, they were going to push wasted. They got to do something with him.
That's been the whole story of his career since he left Mexico.
Terrible. He's been wasted for a long time. But then they had, Pac versus Buddy Murphy. Great match, but it was like it's 205 live. Like, I mean, it's it's.
I tell you what, man,
they have a new championship though. Now that was for a new championship, the the Penn Atlantic Championship or something like that, where they have everybody from a foreign country going for this title, and
it's an AEW title.
Yes, a new championship as of last night.
did they crown anybody, or did they just
No,
start
that
it?
was the first
Okay.
match. The first match was Pac versus Murphy. Pac
Okay.
won. So he's from everybody's from a different country. Miro's wrestling.
See, that's getting into WWE territory where you're just making belts to.
It's like, yeah. Well, if they're gonna
Like,
do belts, do the 6-man belt. I'm okay with that.
yes, yeah, absolutely. I'm good with that. So that's one you don't see a lot, especially
No.
on, wrestling that's big enough to have TV.
Yes.
You never see that. So that one would be great. But, you got your championship. You got 2 women's
Better wrestling,
titles. You
better
got your
wrestling on
tag team.
AEW. The girls wrestling
Oh,
on
absolutely.
WWE is a little better. Like last night, they had Roderick Strong's wife versus Thunder Rosa, and it wasn't smooth. What's her name? Maria
Shafir.
Shafir, not smooth.
Marina Shafir.
Yeah, not smooth at all. Thunder
She's
Rosa
green.
carried that match. She's very green.
Yeah.
And she's just as green as Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
And I do like Jade Cargill. I like her attitude. I like her promos, but she need to get more stuff. That's their Bianca Belair, but bland. I mean,
yeah.
Well, not bland, just wrestling experience wise.
Mm-hmm. I think they have a really good roster of women. It's just, a lot of them still have a long way to go. But I don't know if I would put WWE's women above them.
Well, Charlotte. Well,
I'd have to break it down.
Without Sasha, we'd have to break it down.
Yeah, like I'd have to look at a list and
But I like Toni Storm because Toni Storm come out and helped Thunder Rosa, and then
Toni Storm's good.
Belt. Yeah, so that's going to be something. I know you guys like Britt. I'm not a,
I'm in the middle. I think she's a great gimmick. I think she's a great promo. I think she's solid in the ring, but we kind of talked about this on the car ride. It almost feels like she's regressing in the ring a little bit, and I don't know if that's intentional. It's just like listless. Like when you watch her, like nothing she does is crisp. Nothing she does is like quick.
Right.
She's just, she's kind of slow, and I don't know if that's the way she's being coached and produced because she's a heel, and don't do anything flashy or whatever. But like when you watch her do stuff, she just it doesn't. There's not a lot of energy to anything she does. Yeah, exactly.
I wanted Ruby to win that. I stated that in the car too, and like I don't know, like, and then with the injuries, like Daniel Bryan's injured now for a couple weeks. I don't know what happened, and then the CM Punk injury. So now they have I don't know if
that was a cluster.
That just did not go good.
That whole I wasn't watching it, because like I said, I got to go really out of my way. And Friday nights, I'm either sleeping or playing a video game or something at that time on a Friday night.
I'm not into it. I catch it on YouTube anymore. So that's
But I'm trying to play catch up, and what I'm seeing online is just how mangled the announcement was for the interim AEW championship, and to the point where they released a press release on Saturday morning to try and clear it up. And I still haven't seen the live announcement, but it seemed like it was a disaster.
I did. It wasn't like,
it doesn't seem like it's a very good idea on top of it.
Yeah. And then it just happens to be a bad break. Like Daniel Bryant was getting like he's hurt, but no one, I never read what's wrong with him, and then in a week's time in both companies, you lose 3 major stars, no matter what, hurt wise or whatever, downtime or whatever. And then that's not including anybody that they didn't say is hurt in storylines that we don't know.
And I'm not a fan of interim champs either. To me, I don't understand that. If the guy still has the belt, they definitely have the depth. They don't have enough TV time. That's an issue for them, in my eyes. They need to get a better TV deal. And
they got Ring of Honor. Like last night, they had a FTR. I love FTR. FTR come out and made a challenge, and all of a sudden, like, look, I'm not in the Japanese. I don't get rock hard when it's all Japan and all that kind of crazy shit like some people do. Okay, but Will Ospreay, is that his name? Will Ospreay? Ospreay, Apple Ocean Spray, whatever. I mean, he'd come out. Nobody knew who to, unless you're a true Japan, like
Oh, he didn't get a big pop.
no normal people,
Really?
normal wrestling fans. To me,
But
I didn't see,
AEW
like,
to me isn't the normal
no,
casual wrestling
well,
fan.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like boom. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
to me.
Well,
I mean, I knew who he was, but
he's a divisive wrestler also. I mean, he may, depending on,
he
I don't
brought his
follow him.
he brought his faction out, and they put the beat down to Trent Beretta and FTR.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear him talk, so he's not probably a big talker anyway, or is he? I
don't think so.
Maybe
but
Mav knows. I don't know.
What I've seen online, his personal life is pretty problematic, and AEW crowds are pretty wise to that stuff, so they might not have even been happy he was there.
So what's his personal? What's he? I don't know.
Not treating women very good in his life is what I think I've seen.
Okay, being a player. Worse than a player.
Not even so much. Yeah, just not.
You can't be abusive.
Well.
Yeah, if you're abusive, they smell the blood, man. They're sharking.
And that's not.
They don't want to see.
I don't want to 100% say that.
Oh, okay. I don't either now because
Well, it's along those lines.
Well, okay,
but I don't remember.
Okay.
Because I don't follow New Japan that closely anyway.
I don't.
And for all I know, it's just hearsay from people on the internet too.
Okay.
So I don't want to say for sure, but I just know that he's got a reputation.
Bad rep. Okay. Well, he showed up last night, and then when I said about 3 major stars, I should have been 4, because Matt Cardona, the NWA World Champion, I believe tore his bicep. I believe he just got surgery.
So 3 major stars and Matt Cardona.
3 major stars and Matt Cardona. But Matt, if you're listening, you and Chelsea Green have an option to come on the Unscripted Experience podcast.
And hey, more power to you, bro. You're the NWA champ, and you're an action figure connoisseur, so you're all right in my book.
Yeah, he's making it more now. He's got himself over like Rover. I've seen him, whatever. But yeah, he was gonna. I don't think he can hold the NWA championship because he just got surgery. So realistically, that's 4. That's 2 champions.
Yeah,
and 2 major. And the NWA to me is still. It's not big revenue, but it's still a company that.
If you're a wrestling fan, NWA is important to you.
So, you lost the champ, and Oh, Gary, how you doing?
Oh,
hey, we're almost done, Gary. We're wrapping. We're done with a little bit of wrestling because we saved Mav. We saved all the Star Wars stuff for when you come back, and I know you probably didn't watch Miss Marvel yet. See, now we're going to the pulp culture. And my cousin Scott in Florida, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in, Scott. But yeah,
what Gary say? I don't see it.
He just turned on to Facebook, and he's probably thinking you guys. But yeah, I mean that's what and Gary, if you know anything about Will Ospreay or applesauce spray, let me know, because he just showed up last night in AEW, and that's what we were talking about, that and the major injuries that occurred in situations from your boy CM Punk to
Brian
Cody
Danielson
doing the Hell in a Cell, and I just mentioned Matt Cardona and Daniel Bryan's out with injury. So you got big stars out with hurt. And hey, Brooke, Nicole, how you doing? So, but just before we get out of here and stuff, there is a lot of, before I even come on, because I'm switching the topic. Boom, switching. There's a lot.
I got one. I got to switch up.
Oh, he misses us. What's up, guys? Missed you, dudes. Yeah, we missed you too.
Miss you, man.
We are the 2 tripods with only 2 legs, and we need a 3rd leg. But
we're leaning.
We're leaning like the Tower of Pisa. But I just found out before we got on that, and we talked about it, the Thunderbolts are looks like a go from Marvel. So
no, I didn't see a
you didn't see
confirmation from Disney.
Oh,
it's a report from.
I get way ahead of myself. Sorry,
I can't. Well, it's a report from an established magazine news source. I can't think.
Just a little limp tonight. Remember. He just said just a little limp tonight.
Well, that's most nights.
We're gonna try to rise it up, Matt. Oh wait, I'm over here. Try to rise it up.
But yeah, so Disney didn't confirm it themselves, but it's a reputable source. Right. Says that they're beginning development on the Thunderbolts movie.
They have a director and they have the Black Widow writer. That's what I read. And
did they say who the director is?
I can't remember offhand. Oh, he did say
one.
Willow Spray is the man. See, Mav, you know all about. I know who he is, but I don't know. Yeah. So next week when you come back from where you're at, if you're wherever you're at, I don't know. You come back and you got to throw your Willow Spray, Ocean Spray kind of stuff because I don't know. I know I seen him wrestle, but I don't know much about him. I know
you wouldn't like him. He's like a white Ricochet. Like he flips a million flips in a match. Actually, they have a couple very famous matches where they did like all this choreographed flipping.
Oh,
where
that's what he just says.
Yeah.
A little bit of an attitude problem from what I understand, but great worker, Bubba. You probably won't like him. See, that's true. See, you guys know me.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So
yeah. Explain Thunderbolts to the people that don't know.
Well, the Thunderbolts, ladies and gentlemen, in the Triple B Experience podcast world, the Thunderbolts at the time, because the Heroes Reborn, all the heroes in comic books were gone. They were gone. There was no heroes. So when you need a hero, what do? You reform from being a bad guy. And that's what happened. These heroes showed up called the Thunderbolts. They were led by Citizen V, and there was a whole bunch of them. But in a little bit longer than maybe 15 issues, they found out that the Thunderbolts weren't your typical superhero team. They were all bad guys. And the first volume is 1 to 173. I have the first volume, all of that, and I have to read it. Even Hawkeye was part of the Thunderbolts at one time. So they had a lot of players. I got a
Citizen V figure up here, but I'll probably start an avalanche if I dig him out. He was Zemo, right?
He was Baron Zemo, and Mav is where's it at, Cable? I know you got him back there. So
he's right.
Yeah. So and hopefully they're setting that up anyway with the Black Widow and Johnny Walker agent, U.S. agent. That was
they said what it looks like to be, but not confirmed, is Bucky, U.S. agent.
Bucky was in
Yelena Belova, Abomination, Taskmaster, which will be interesting because the way Black Widow ended, Taskmaster had kind of ridden off into the sunset, right?
Maybe
did she die?
No, she did not die. But maybe they can get the original Taskmaster, who was a SHIELD agent.
Did she walk away with the group of other
I believe
Black
she did.
Widows?
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I got to rewatch stuff. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay, Gary.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay, Gable.
But yeah, you got to what I was going to say. Maybe they
It's okay, Mav. We don't know what we're doing. We're good.
Maybe they use this as a way to reboot the character somehow. I don't know how you do that. That doesn't feel clunky.
Well, they would have had the Red Hulk, but now they can't. They're going to have to do that because the Red Hulk in one of the volumes was the Punisher also was in there, and Deadpool was also a Thunderbolt. There's been different variations of the teams, but it's going to be good that they're actually. I think it's going to be a movie, not a DC series.
That's
like from what I've been reading lately in Marvel. I don't know if you've been reading stuff too, Gare. But they also Blade is going to be producing. They're going to film started in July. They're going to start filming in July. Okay, you saw that, Cable? You seen that?
Yeah.
Did you see also that Nova? I think it's the Sam Alexander Nova. I don't think it's Richard Rider.
I think it's both.
Be Disney. I hope so because my Nova stuff will go up in stock.
Yeah. I didn't know. I saw that from a random Twitter account that I was taking it with a grain of salt. So I didn't. I haven't seen anything.
And I think I posted it on my personal Facebook, and I didn't get to read the stuff because sometimes I post it because
that'll be a Disney Plus series from what I
believe
understand.
So.
Yeah.
Because if they would, I mean, Richard Rider is coming. I mean, Richard Rider went through a whole bunch of shit. And ladies and gentlemen who don't know, in the Nova Corps, Nova is part of Marvel's universe of the Green Lantern Corps in DC.
And we were introduced to them in Guardians.
Yes.
The first Guardians movie.
If you watch the movie, which the first Guardians was the unsung prized franchise of Marvel, the unsung heroes of Marvel franchises, right there, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
A talking raccoon and a talking tree
that took over the world.
But yeah.
Okay,
hey, Morty, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. So,
I got a curveball for you.
Okay, real quick. I'll catch it.
Well, do you want to finish your thoughts on Thunderbolts then? Sorry about that.
Nope. We just told him it was out. Like, I don't know anymore, but we're just got a little bit of pop culture in before we schmanazzle out of here.
Did you watch the Black Adam trailer?
I did watch the Black Adam trailer, and once again, here we go. Shit. Yeah, it was good. He was in shape, and he looks like a badass.
I'm about here. I'm gonna go here. Maybe a little bit lower.
Though. I love The Rock, man.
I don't.
What's up, Morty? You don't like The Rock?
I don't think he's a good actor, and I can't.
What?
No,
he's a better actor than fucking Tom Cruise.
All right, I'm out of here.
Oh, here we go. No, it's only me. I mean, I could talk by myself, but damn, it doesn't work that way.
Tom Cruise. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. The Rock has not done a lot of dramatic roles like Cruise has. Now, if The Rock gets a couple dramatic roles, like a Born on the 4th of July or something like that, then maybe his acting skill...
I don't even think The Rock is a better action star than Tom Cruise. Have you seen the stunts that Tom Cruise pulls out for every Mission Impossible movie?
No, because it's all the same to me.
Oh my God,
Matt said he loves The Rock.
Yeah.
My hands are fucking...
I mean, I like The Rock as a wrestler.
You don't like The Rock as an actor? I didn't understand. I don't know. He's a franchise saver.
Always The Rock. He's always The Rock. He doesn't do anything but be The Rock, and it's so distracting to me because he doesn't disappear into the character.
Did you see him in Ballers?
No.
Oh, come on, man. He was cool as shit in Ballers.
But he's The Rock. He's just The Rock.
No, he was shooting himself up, banging chicks.
Yeah, but he's always he always sounds like The Rock. He always looks like The Rock. If he's in the right roles, I like him.
Ballers is great, Mav says.
I love Walking Tall. I like The Rundown. I liked San Andreas. Like, if he's in the right role, sure.
Wait, what was... was
no question about it. But
see, even Donnie loves The Rock.
He's just The Rock. He's
Tom
not
Cruise. Hey, The Rock is not doing Scientology. He's just lifting weights.
Okay, so all right, now I'm fired up. In the last Mission Impossible movie, Tom Cruise piloted a helicopter in real life and did a barrel roll for the scene. And it was the first time anybody had ever done a barrel roll in a helicopter.
I think Tom Cruise's role is better in Tropic Thunder.
Yes, he was. There you go. That's better than anything The Rock's ever done.
No. The Rock was good as the Scorpion King. He was good in Ballers. The Rock is going to be. Did you watch? Have you watched that Black Adam trailer?
Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot for me. Because I just can't get past The Rock.
Why can't you get past The Rock? I agree. Lifting weights and eating steaks, baby. That's what Mav says.
I want actors to be able to act. He doesn't act.
Who in your right mind is going to be the Black Adam? The Black Adam is the most powerful, universal DC character.
He doesn't even look like the Black Adam.
Yes, he does.
I don't think so.
Oh my God, he's fucking jacked.
Yeah, but not the face.
His hair, his face, he's tanned. The Black Adam's like Egyptian.
Right. My Black Adam has hair. He doesn't, I think of older Black Adam. I don't think of what they, and then I hated the way the Hood looked because the Hood was like...
No! This could be the best DC character of all time.
I don't think so. And they're going to make him anti-hero, and I don't like that either.
He's going to kill people. He's not supposed to kill people. He's like Peacemaker. And Black Adam. That is the tag team that I want to see. Cena and The Rock in a DC movie.
Oh, my God.
Dude, everybody out there, whoever, the thousands and thousands of people that listen to our show. Listen, Peacemaker and Black Adam tag up and kick everybody's ass. Oh, my God. Think of the fucking money. More money than Mission Impossible.
Not mine.
I'm just
Not
saying.
my money.
I'm just saying.
But I mean, the trailer looked okay. What really interests me was the JSA.
Well, yeah, that too.
I love seeing
good.
Hawkman and Dr. Fate and Atom Smasher and all those other characters is what's going to sell the movie to me. I'm not a diehard Black Adam fan.
I'm not a diehard DC guy, but
I'm not
a
either. But
Rock.
well, here's the thing: I'm not a diehard Black Adam
when he helped that fucking gorilla out. That was great. I didn't see Skyscraper because that was like Die Hard.
San Andreas. You mean one of the best movies ever made?
What, Die Hard? I like Die Hard. Yeah, then he had Skyscraper and he had like one leg. He was an amputee.
Oh, I didn't see Skyscraper. I saw San Andreas.
It was good.
Yeah. Did you see San Andreas?
I think so. Some of those movies he had,
they all blend together because it's The Rock.
He was good in Walking Tall. He was good in Gridiron
I said that. I said he was good in The Walking Tall, and he was really good in The Rundown. I like The Rundown.
The Rundown was good, and he was also great in Ballers. Ballers, I'm telling you, Ballers is the shit.
It's Entourage with The Rock. That's.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can agree to disagree.
Absolutely, that's the fun part of it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it didn't blow me away.
I like the trailer.
Did you see the trailer for Sandman?
No, I did not.
Do you know?
That's too. Yeah, it's a little. You might want to tell people. I don't have anything on a Sandman, which is a DC Vertigo character, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about that character, so I can't.
I don't know a whole lot about him either, but he's the Sandman. Yeah, he's a. I don't know if what you want to call him.
Sandman drinking beer in Singapore cane.
The character, that is in control of the dream world, and it's stuff like that, like gods and demons and everything. Okay. And he awakens from a slumber for over like 100-some years, and the world that he comes from, or the realm that he comes from, is falling apart. I don't know it either. I know
I don't got nothing.
That it's an acclaimed graphic novel.
I never read it. I don't.
Same
I
here.
Don't talk about. Yeah, I never read it.
Universally praised. The
Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman wrote it. Yeah.
The trailer looked decent, but I don't have a lot of faith in Netflix adapting properties, because they haven't done great with like their live action anime adaptations.
Okay.
But that's tricky. It's really tricky to try and adapt anime to a live action format. So this might work out, but it piqued my interest a little bit. I'm sure I'll watch it.
Okay.
So those were the trailers that I noticed that came out.
Well, I know you don't like Star Trek. You're not a big Trekkie. I got done watching Picard season 2. It was okay. It reminded me of the Voyage Home, but in Picard. And then there is a season 3 with the original Generation cast, I believe. And I'll have to wait and see that. And I didn't see Discovery, so it's a lot of stuff. There's just too much. Like, it's too much. And we watched The Boys, and The Boys is just. The only thing I can say is, like, I thought, like, when Negan killed fucking Glenn in The Walking Dead, and Abraham was the fucking gruesomest thing I ever saw. Season 3, episode 1 of The Boys is the fucking craziest thing I ever seen in my entire life. And I don't know. Oh, Shane says San Andreas was garbage. Wait, where was that here? The Boys is fire. San Andreas was garbage. But yeah, that was the craziest thing.
Better than most of the other Rock stuff he puts out.
I remember a little bit. I can't remember everything.
I remember Alexandria Daddario.
You haven't. Mav said he hasn't watched The Boys yet. Well, Mav, season 3, episode 1 is be like nothing you ever seen in your entire life, and it'll be hard to go to sleep. Like, it's hard to sleep.
Hide the wife, hide the kid.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't let any of them see it.
Yeah. It's over the top, like nothing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Even more so than what we've seen on The Boys so far, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that is saying a lot. And I do like The Boys, and I'm just saying that what we watched, because because
we know you watch it too, Gary. So we didn't want to go into detail.
We did not want to go into anything because you weren't here, Mav. So we just wanted to shoot the shit a little bit.
But I watched. I'm 2.5 episodes in. Season 3 seems to be really good so far. I'll say
I'm
that.
season 3. Tomorrow will be 4. I'll
Um,
be current.
it's a shame I can't think of his name right now, but it's a travesty at this point that the actor that plays Homelander doesn't get acting nominations.
He's fucking just pure evil.
He's
Such
so good in that
He is.
role.
He's
I mean,
such a dick.
it's
He's such a dick.
the way he plays that role and the way the show's written. It's like watching Game of Thrones or the early days of The Walking Dead, where I legitimately don't feel any characters are safe in the show, more or less.
No.
I'm
Nobody.
actually worried about these characters as I watch each season unfold, and that's a testament to his acting and the writing.
The comic book is in the trade paperback is in the comic book store. I've seen it. I don't have any it's a comic. I never read any of the comic books. Now they have a animation thing adapted on Amazon Prime with it. I didn't see any of that, but it's just sometimes it's just too much. There's so much now.
Yeah.
I just sit back I don't know if you ever watched this show called The Mayans.
No.
Before we get out of here, the Mayans, those two guys, the two brothers, are the stupidest bikers I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's a spinoff of the Sons of Anarchy, and these Mayans, these brothers, start a war with the Sons of Anarchy, and they just kill everybody. And there's so much deception and so much their dad was Battlestar, is the dude from American Me. He was Admiral Armada in Battlestar Galactica. Edward James Olmos was his dad, and okay, got to run. Keep up the good work. Catch up with the ends next week. Yes, Mav will be back in the house next week.
All right, thanks enjoy the rest of your vacation, buddy.
Yeah, swim, drink, have fun, buy some souvenirs, and we will see you next week. And we're getting out of here soon because it's Friday and we got work to do. But we just wanted to tie some loose ends, and then we're getting out of here because we got shit to say and shit to do. Is that how you say it, Mav? We all got shit to do. I
got sleep to do.
Yeah, sleep is good. But yeah, these brothers are the stupidest bikers, giving bikers a bad name. When I watch something, I have to watch it to the end, and that's why I keep watching it. It's just, it's terrible. But that's really what I'm watching. Hey, see you, Shane. He maybe said later to Mav. But anyway, that's about all I can think of. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go see Jurassic Park yet because that's Tammy's movie, and
I'm going to see it Sunday. Okay. It's not getting very good reviews, but I liked them, so I got to see.
Yeah,
the trailers looked interesting to me. But yeah, my TV show list is I'm watching. Barry is one of the best shows on TV. It finally came back from being off for COVID. That's an HBO show, and it's phenomenal.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I just finished watching Hacks, season 2 of Hacks, which is only 2 seasons, and it's only 2 seasons. That's it. So I'm done with that. Yeah. Yes, I do watch ladies' TV shows, so I put it out there, and we got done with that.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I try.
So The Boys, obviously, and now for the first time ever, we have dueling Disney Plus shows for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Where we got Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan, which, without going into great detail, I am over the moon about Miss Marvel. I loved it.
Never got any of her comic books, and once again, I am regretting it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a limited series on Hulu that I want to check out called Pistols, about the Sex Pistols.
Okay, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
I want to get into that. Stranger Things. Just getting into season 4 finally now.
I'm done. I'm done. You'll like it. I love Stranger Things because to me it reminds me of the 80s when I grew up in the 80s when I was 8. So
you're gonna think, yeah. I love 80s music. I love 80s music. I love not so much hair bands, but I love
the concept. I love all
80s pop. I love new wave. I love stuff like Phil Collins. I love that. And I kind of got out of Stranger Things because this will be blasphemy to you, Bubba, but it sounds elitist. Like Tom Cruise, it's okay. Yeah, right. That's already set the ground work there. But it sounds like elitist and hipster, douchey and stuff. But by the time Stranger Things rolled around, if you were watching the right stuff, 80s nostalgia had been done to death. And then when Stranger Things came out and did it, and it became this huge hit, everybody started doing 80s nostalgia. Like they did Bumblebee, the Transformers movie set in the 80s.
Yeah.
So many things. I can't think of them off the top of my head. And I was already kind of getting tired of seeing so much stuff set in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
And, because now if you look closely enough in the right spots, they're starting to do a lot of stories and movies and TV shows that take place in the 90s. So I think that 90s nostalgia is starting to creep up.
Well, what? Yeah. 2000s. What nostalgia is that? There isn't. I don't know. The music.
I have some just because of the age I was, which that's everybody.
Yeah.
But I did get back into Stranger Things, and I finally got through 3, and I love 3 because 3 makes me think of the things I do like about the 80s. They had the Russian Terminator, which Terminator is one of the best movies to come out of the 80s. And then its sequel is one of the best sequels ever, one of the best movies to come out of the 90s. But that's off topic. They had a lot of They had a lot of Die Hard references in that too. Like there was when the Russian Terminator is fighting Hopper, they even almost word for word bring the line up from when Bruce Willis pulled the gun on the one German terrorist. He says, "You're a cop. Cops have rules." That's even what it was a complete homage to Die Hard and all the vents they're crawling through and stuff. So I loved that, and it just I had to get back into it, but I'm really into it. From what people are telling me, season 4 is even more
real good. It's
horror themed.
Yes, more horror for me than because I'm not into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm into Max, the character Max.
Yeah,
that girl plays a great role. And
what I've seen so far, she's good.
And they have a couple new characters. So
okay,
So I mean, I don't want to, but we are done, and it was good. So whenever you get a couple stuff, and maybe next time we do something, you could throw some of your Stranger Things expertise and stuff like that in there and stuff like that. But I mean, I can't think of any besides. I mean, that's all I'm watching, and then I still haven't watched Morbius yet.
Nope.
So
I'm going strong.
Yeah, I am too. I saw 5 minutes of it.
I'd be ashamed if I didn't bring this up on the show. Probably everybody saw this. Sony, with the great instincts that they have, was tricked by all of the ironic memeing of the movie online and thought that the movie actually has this popular fan base because people make fun of it so much. They re-released it in theaters, and on last Friday, it did $82,000. They broke that down in how many theaters it was in. That was $82 per theater. So hopefully Sony gets the message from that.
Sony, just come on, just give up all your shit, Sony. Sony, just do not do.
Sign it all over to Kevin Feige.
Yeah, don't do any MCU nothing. Just
let the money roll in from Kevin Feige and Disney.
Yeah, that is so true. That's ridiculous. So terrible. So anything else? Do you have anything else?
I think that's it. I think that's it.
I don't have anything either with an hour and 18 minutes. I mean, I do want to say that I do the Black and Gold Dynasty, the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. I know the Steelers mini camp is done. I might have something this week. I like to do maybe one a week if there's a lot of Steelers stuff, but lately it's just a lot of in-house practicing. So if I get some stuff, I might have one beginning part of the week. That seems to be doing pretty good. I got a lot of Steeler fans, and I appreciate all the Steeler fans for jumping on, and I appreciate all the guys popping on and girls, anybody that's popping on to the unscripted stuff, because I look at the phone and I try to give shout outs to everybody. And on the YouTube, I'm running the controls because super producer Gary DeBar is on vacation. He'll be back hopefully next week, and the three of us will actually continue our Obi-Wan talk because we didn't want to talk about Obi-Wan due to Mav does an in-depth critic Rotten Tomatoes kind of stuff breakdown as he did the first 3 episodes, and he probably will be watching it and ready, and that's what we want. We don't want to leave no man unturned and no man left behind, so or any rock unturned.
We're gonna turn all your mans over. Watch out.
Yeah. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
If you haven't hit our YouTube channel, please do. We have over 150 videos. You could go back in time and watch it just to see what we're talking about, see what we did, see the shows, see Cable doing his unboxing. If you're looking for if you have some kids that collect figures and adults that collect figures and want the good
There you
figures,
go.
go back in time.
I was about to jump on that.
Yeah, I know you were. But hey, Bubba, slap you. But so you see what stuff is good out there in his wrestling and MCU kind of stuff. And if you still haven't seen any of the movies, check out Cable's Cuts, where Cable does a fine job doing some reviews. And if you're a big Steeler fan, check me out on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty show. And see what we do. And we do a lot of stuff, and we're looking to get some interviews. And we'll be back, hopefully next week. It'll be the tripod, the three of us, because there's only 2 legs on this wild trick pony
Perfectly
today.
balanced tripod, hopefully.
Yeah, because one leg's bigger than the other. So, okay, well, let me get this out of here. I want to end it right because I don't want to fuck everything up because,
we'll see.
We'll see. But, everybody, thank you. Cable, what do you got to say?
Enjoy getting on. Got a lot off my chest. Still not settled about this rock thing, but it'll have to wait till next week.
Okay, next week it is. Come on, man. The Rock is the man. Okay, everybody. I'm going to download this. It'll be on Spotify, on YouTube, Facebook. Thank you. Hit us, like, share, support us. We try to be the best damn entertaining podcast going today. That's why we're in experience. Thank you. Unscripted episode 30. See you guys. See you, Cable.
Later, guys.